Well, let's go back to our leading story now. President Cyril Ramaphosa again promising action against corruption, but he's failed to allay fears over prescribed assets for pension funds. Let's get some reaction. I'm joined by political analyst Xolani Dube. Xolani, good evening, and thanks for your time. So I don't know how much of this you managed to watch. It went on for well over 2 hours. It seemed like a marathon session. What was your impression? Was the president on a bit of a, let's not quite get to the issue mission? Or was he trying to do his best, do you think, with the information that he had at hand?
I think the most important thing that one can identify of what happened today is the fact that there was kind of harmony in the parliament. And what caused that harmony is the real question I think that most of the South Africans are asking themselves because of the CR17 leaks and so forth. But I think there is a simple answer. And the answer possible is that we have a president who is emerging as a Bonaparte in our country. By saying he is the Bonaparte, I am saying he is someone where everyone converge around him. Those that we think that are rogue and those that we think that they are upright in terms of moral and ethics, as well, interestingly, even the opposition party was very kind to him, as well as the business. That's why I'm saying he's a Bonaparte, because even the business sector in our country, they are looking up to him. Even the poor people on the ground, they are looking up to him. But what type of a Bonaparte he is, surely is different from Mandela, because this type of a Bonaparte is a Bonaparte that is self-centered, that is about him. And so a person like that, when it comes to accountability and so forth, I think we as South Africans, we need to be very vigilant, not to lose sleep because he is Cyril Ramaphosa, and we're coming from a very dark past in that particular 9 years.
And just in our own newsroom, and we were just having a general chat, and I walked past somebody who said, I think he actually won this one. I think this round he got, because I suppose of exactly what you were saying. He wasn't challenged enough or managed to glean over certain things. And things like he doesn't think that there's a need for a commission around this entire Bosasa corruption issue. Also saying that he didn't see anything wrong with those CR17 payments to politicians. Now, I have to wonder, are we sort of being bullied into not being able to ask any more questions of him in the scandal?
I think you made a correct observation. We are under the dictatorship of the minerals energy complex, who are the ruling elite in our country. And so you know what they've done, the ruling elites? They do a very simple thing. Even Karl Marx made it clear that the government is an agent of a ruling elite. And so in that, what you call it, a house of political merchants that other people claim as parliament, all those guys have been captured by what we call it the minerals energy complex or the ruling elites of our country. That's why you can find harmony, because no one will ever be able to throw stone to each other, because all of them, they are feeding from the same pot.
Yeah, very interesting take and wording that you have over all of this, Xolani. And I want to know, do you get the feeling that, we should be even more worried than before because he wasn't challenged enough?
Look, the people of Marikana, they are worried. The people of Ekolobeni, they are worried. The kids of Tatane, who are left stranded without the father, they are worried. And the people who come from Elifesidimeni, who lost their relatives and their parents and so forth, they are worried. And so all these worries, I think also we are supposed to embrace them and ask ourselves, where are we going as a country? Are we normalizing something that we know deep down that is not normal? Not to question the issues of fundings and so forth.
Are we kind of choosing the lesser of two evils, or saying, well, he's not as bad as the guy before him, so maybe it's okay with us?
I think, as a South African, we had an icon by the name of Nelson Mandela. It was the ANC that scavenged on his coffin when he was no more. And so I think the issue of accountability and the issue of us South Africans as vigilant, not to offer our hopes or offer our so-called activism to those that we think are the elite of our country. Look, the same South Africans betrayed South Africans. And also this defend South Africa, defend democracy. We don't know what is their mission. I think there must be an upward kind of unity, especially from the people who are poor, because we can't trust this elite. And so we've seen it today. EFF, DA, ANC, they sing from the same tune. Even Ace Magashule and everyone, they are singing from the same tune because they are the political elite of our country.
Make it sound very
working on behalf of the so-called the ruling elite.
Well, look, I was looking through stories, after that, trying to find something that would give me any kind of hope for something. And I was a bit confused where he said that he recognized our unemployment figures are dire, but there's also a glimmer of hope in the statistics. And I was like, okay, what's the glimmer of hope? And then he said an increasing number of people who had previously given up on work are beginning to look for jobs again. But I can't see, that doesn't change our unemployment numbers. So I don't know what kind of speak that was. Look, I couldn't understand that.
I think for him, when it comes to the issue of employment, he's very tertiary. He's very academic. He's not dealing with the issues that number of so-called black South Africans will be able to comprehend. Cyril has mastered the folk tongue language. And so he always comes with this ambiguous kind of a narrative that at the end of the day, when you really want to listen to what you are saying, you don't find it. Yeah. You get what I mean? That's what he has mastered. Yeah. And so, but at the end of the day, because the media and other people are saying you are coming from the dark past, let him lead us. But I don't think that he is the torchbearer that we can trust that much.
Okay, very interesting take there. Thank you very much. That's our political analyst, Xolani Dube.